Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yeah, so today I have a pre-market analysis on GBPCAD, and as I'm a scene trader, I have to do some analysis. I'll start from the monthly time frame. So here, here I have my monthly higher zone, midway zone, and my monthly lower zone. So with that, I currently know that the market is in an uptrend. So since you're in an uptrend and you can see the market has touched the midway zone and has broken it on the monthly time frame. So how do you expect a push possibly to the monthly upper zone? So let's go over. Since we know from the monthly time frame you are in an uptrend, we go over to the lower time frames and look for uh, buying opportunities all the way to the monthly time frame. But let's go on to the weekly and see what the weekly time frame is also doing. Yeah. So on the weekly time frame, I have my weekly upper zone and my weekly lower zone. And if you take a good look at the weekly time frame, you can see the market forming a series of higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, equal low, and another higher high. So what do you expect? A higher low, then a new higher high, higher low, and a new higher high. But take note, the market is in an uptrend, so we are only looking for buying opportunities because we want to trade in the direction of the trend. We don't want to trade against the trend. For us to be on the safer side, we just want to trade with the trend. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame, which we can see. So on the daily time frame, you can see the daily zone right here, which the market has currently broken. So since the market has broken the daily zone, higher high, higher low, and it broke it, so we expect a pullback all the way here before we touch the weekly zone. Why do we expect a pullback? We expect a pullback because when according to history, whenever the market breaks a valid supply or demand zone, it always counts for a pullback or a retest. No matter how long it takes, the market always comes back for pullback or a retest. So what you need is to wait for that retest to happen. When it happens, then you look for our buying opportunities. And since you're on the daily time frame, you know that the market has price has already broken the daily resistance zone, the monthly resistance zone, going all the way up for the weekly zone. So since the price has broken the monthly resistance zone, broken the daily resistance zone, we expect a pullback, then a push all the way to the weekly resistance zone and possibly break it, and then we see wait for the next pullback. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame end, which will be our final time frame. Then we prepare for an entry on GBP card. Okay. So here is GBP card. So as you can see, we are still in an uptrend, and for the time frames we've seen from the monthly all the way to the 4 hour, we've seen that GBPCAD is in an uptrend. The price is currently in an uptrend. So if the market is in a price is in a market is an uptrend, how do we look for buying opportunities? So right now, since the daily zone has been broken, what we need to wait for is a pullback or a retest into the daily zone with then we look for entry, we find an entry all over here and uh, go all the way to the weekly resistance zone or the weekly upper zone. So what when price comes to the daily zone, what we need to wait for is a candle confirmation, a bullish candle confirmation, like a bullish engulfing, a morning star, or a significant pin bar, a significant P bar or a hammer. If we don't see any of these candle confirmation, then the setup becomes invalid. If we don't see any of these confirmations, then this setup becomes invalid. So when price comes to your zone, don't be in a rush to trade. When price comes to your zone, don't be in a rush to trade, but rather wait for a very strong and nice confirmation. So you trade safe. We are here to make money, not to give our money to the market. So trade safe and trade wisely. Okay, so that's all about GBP card. When price comes, you just pick an entry, possibly from here. Our first target to be here. That's about 800 pace. Our stop loss will probably be here. So it depends on So this will be the setup on GBP card. This will be the setup on GBP card. So we will still wait and see how price will react to this one. So while we wait, let's move on to the next pair on our list. So the next pair on our list is EURCAD, and on EURCAD we start from the monthly time frame. So on EURCAD on the monthly time frame, we are in a ranging zone. The market has been ranging on EURCAD for a very long time, for centuries. Yeah, let's say for centuries. From let's uh, when did this start? That was like from 2004, 2000 and yeah, 2004. And EURCAD has been ranging for that long, from 2004 to 2025. That's 20 plus years. That's 20 plus years. EURCAD has been ranging. So is EURCAD finally ready to break out of the resistance, the ranging zone or the consolidation zone? Uh, our question will be answered when we go over to the lower time frames. So the question is, since EURCAD has been ranging for more than a decade now, or about 2 decades plus, will EURCAD finally break out of the ranging or consolidation zone? Let's move on to the lower time frames and find out. So on the monthly time frame, here's our monthly upper zone and our monthly lower zone. The upper zone is also known as our resistance, and the lower zone also known as our support. The upper zone can also be called our supply, and our lower zone can also be called a demand. Demand and supply, they are all the same. So let's go over to the weekly time frame and see. So on the weekly time frame, you could see that EURCAD was also ranging for a while. It was ranging for a while from from 2022 all the way to 2025. Then it finally broke out, because if you see, whenever when, whenever price gets to the resistance zone, it drops. Whenever price gets to the resistance zone, then it drops. Whenever it gets to the resistance zone, then it drops. When it gets to the support zone, then it flies. When it gets to the support zone, then we see price flying. Again, you've been seeing that since 2022, since 2022 till 2025, before EURCAD was able to break out of the zone. So are we finally seeing the breakout? Are we finally seeing the breakout? Let's go to the lower time frames and find out. Are we finally seeing the breakout? Let's go to the lower time frames and find out. Let's go to the so let's move on to the lower time frame, which is the daily. So like we saw on the monthly time frame, EURCAD has hit another resistance over here. And we know that that resistance is very strong. It's a very strong resistance, because whenever price gets there's always a selling pressure that drops it all the way to the support zone again. When it gets to the support zone, then it starts flying. When price gets to the support zone, then it starts to fly, or it starts to buy again. But will price will will buyers be able to push the market out of the ranging or consolidation zone? We can't really tell, but the lower time frames will answer our question. So let's go back to the lower time frame, which is the daily, and we see currently price has broken out of the ranging zone on the weekly time frame. Since price has broken out of the ranging zone, and it went to touch the monthly supply zone, what we and since the price went to touch the monthly supply zone, it broke out of the weekly resistance and went up for the monthly resistance. So after the breakout, we didn't see any possible pullback. So what you should expect is price to drop all the way down and touch this resistance zone before going up, or before breaking the monthly resistance. But take note of something. The buying pressure from the breakout zone all the way to the buying pressure from the breakout zone all the way to the monthly resistance is very, very strong. The buying pressure is very, very strong. So that's why I'm sure that is why price wasn't able to drop all the way. Price wasn't able to retest before it went to touch the monthly resistance, because of the buying pressure, or the buyers in the market were very, very strong. So they were just pushing the market higher, higher, higher without dropping, and sellers weren't getting the opportunity to short the market, but buyers were very, very strong. So let's move on to the 4 hour and see how we pick an entry on EURCAD, since the price is has touched the resistance. But take note, we are in an uptrend from the monthly time frame, and the price is at a resistance. We are looking for buys. So when you go to the 4 hour time frame, you are looking for buy. So let's see how we catch that move. So let's go to the 4 hour. So let me clear this and this before. So on the 4 hour, you see that price the market price wasn't able to come for a retest over here, and we were just seeing bullish candles all the way touching the monthly resistance. So since you've seen that, we should we know that whenever price breaks a resistance, a very strong resistance, it always comes back for a pullback or a retest. It comes back for a pullback or a retest most of the time. But will it come back this time again? Let's see. So because of this buying pressure, we are going to look for two possible entries, two scenarios. So first, our first entry will come in if, and that's a very big if, price drops and touches the weekly zone, then we look for buying opportunities. If price is able to drop for the retest and finish the retest at the risk, what do you call it, the weekly zone, then we look for buying opportunities. And after the retest, we still wait for a candle confirmation, a bullish candle confirmation, which might be a bullish engulfing, a morning star, a bullish pin bar or a hammer, an inside bar, or any very strong candle confirmation that we will get at the weekly supply zone which has been made a demand zone. So we wait for the weekly demand zone for an entry. So since I said we will be looking for two possible entries, so this is our first entry. What will be our second entry? Our second entry will come in if price doesn't go for the pullback but rather breaks the monthly resistance zone. If price breaks the monthly resistance zone, we wait for a very nice breakout and a very pullback, strong and nice pullback into the monthly breakout zone again. We wait for a candle confirmation, then we buy. So take note, we have two possible scenarios here. Our first entry will come in if, and that's a very big if, price drops all the way down to the weekly demand zone. When it drops to the weekly demand zone, we wait for a candle confirmation, then we buy, or we wait for price to break out of the resistance, come back for a retest, give us a very nice candle confirmation, then we look for a buy all the way to the weekly resistance zone, which is also an all-time high for EURCAD. So if EURCAD breaks out of the weekly resistance zone, then we have an all-time high. So yeah, this is my view on EURCAD and GBPCAD. So our first entry will probably come in over here, something like this. Yeah, that's a very nice trade. Since you are seeing traders know how to do it, go trade, catch big massive waves. As a swing trader, that's what you catch. And our second entry will probably come in after the break and retest is done. So our entry, okay, can I say this now? So our entry will probably come in here like this. Our target to be up here, and stop loss will be probably below here like this. Yeah, stop loss can be here, and our target here. So this is how this is my view on EuroCAD and GBPCAD. So yeah, I've also created a new free signal channel where I drop massive swing trade signals every week. Every week, I'll drop a very nice uh, swing trade for my free community members. If you also want to get access to uh, the VIP members lounge, you can just join the free signal group. Then you contact me from the free signal group, and I'll add you to the VIP members. But the free signal group is free, 100% free. No one is charging for any dime. You just click the link in my bio, it will take you to Telegram and you join straight away from there. But if you're having issues with the link, you can just comment on this video and I'll drop you the link for you to join straight away. So yeah, this is my pre-market and my outlook on EuroCAD, and we also have GBP card. Yeah, yeah, we have a massive week ahead of us. So let's see how uh, this trade will go. If within the week it plays out, I'll probably drop it in my channel or my other TikTok handles. If you check my bio, you see you get access to my other social media handles, my TikTok, my Telegram, my Facebook, and my Instagram. Yeah, and my YouTube also on my bio. So you can go ahead and check it out. And the Telegram channel is completely free. You have a very free channel that you give signals for our free members every week. So you just join and get free signals to trade. And if you are also a beginner hoping to get more knowledge about the forex market, we can also help you with that. Alright, so good luck with that and peace.